It's your girl. Welcome back to my channel for grown women only. I'm your host, Nikki, and on this show, we talk about love, life lessons, leveling up, leveling up, leveling up, leveling up. Gentlemen, you know this is a safe space for women, but if you choose to sit in, you can observe. I have no problem with that, but if you come for my ladies, I come for you. And I'm kind of just sitting out here right now. It's a gorgeous day. I have my coffee, of course, and I just want to talk, right? I don't know why I am talking about you, but all of my topics have been geared towards you, who you are as a woman, how you show up in the world, what you want in your life. Like, I'm really talking to you. You. I'm not glammed up. I'm just pretty much chilling, barefaced, because I just want to have a conversation. It's very laid back today. But I just did a previous video called It's All About You. And this video is about putting yourself first. You need to put yourself first, right? This is super imperative for women. I don't know what it is about women that makes us feel so guilty about putting our needs first, right? When our male counterparts will put their needs first and not think twice. They won't think twice about it. They will do what's best for them. They will not think twice. And for some odd reason, when a woman puts herself first, she's considered stuck up, bougie, mean, conceited, self-centered, and all these other different titles. For me personally, I don't care. I think no matter what you call it, you need to put yourself first. And I just have a couple of pointers that I was thinking about this morning. And the thing I like about YouTube is, even if this video doesn't get tons of hits now, someone will see this. And if I help one person, I'm good. I'm good if I help one person, because I have learned a lot. And I wish to pass this on to other women so they don't make the same mistake. There are pivotal years in a woman's life, right? There is a certain window where if a woman wants to have babies, if a woman wants to attract a suitor, if a woman wants to set herself up for a better life, there are certain years that a woman needs to do this, right? And a lot of times we kind of get it backwards, where we kind of like work. And then we figure out in our 30s, oh my God, like I want to have kids. I want to do this. I want to do that. But the best time to get what you want and achieve what you want is when you are in prime condition. Now, I'm not saying that you can't do that now. I have lost almost 80 pounds. I work out. I keep my skin together, keep my hair together. When I tell people how old I am, I'm not going to tell you. People don't even think it's possible, right? So I'm not saying that age defines you, but I'm saying that there are pivotal years in a woman's life where if she wants to set herself up and get things done, she can. I'm also understanding that women live in a very masculine world, right? Women are taught to be very masculine by default. Take care of themselves, do for themselves, be independent, have their own, things like that. And I'm not knocking that. I think that you should always have your own. But there is also another part of us that we shut off when we're doing that, that yearns for companionship. And it kind of goes against the grain of who we are as women, especially if we're feminine women. We want to be pretty. We want to be adored. We want to be worshiped. We want children. We want the best possible mate. We want all these things. So if you start putting yourself first, ladies, right? If you can get this message young, if you can get this message in your 20s, in your 30s, even in your 40s, right? You can make a change in your life. It only starts to get hard when you turn like 50, 60, 70, because you have less time ahead of you than you had backward. So I just want to make sure that I'm being very clear. Ladies, start putting yourself first. So there are a couple of reasons why I think you should put yourself first. And the first one is you set a standard, right? There is something about a woman who knows her worth, right? When you know your worth and you set a standard, it automatically weeds out the bullshit, like automatically. When you start putting yourself first and you start presenting yourself in a certain way and you are loving on yourselves, first of all, you cannot attract what you are not. So you're depositing back into your bank to show up as the best version of you in this world, right? And someone who is of value, because you're putting value in your life, is going to recognize that. And they're going to understand that if they want to get with you, if they want to be a part of your life, that you're setting a standard, that you want to be treated a certain way. A lot of times I hear this say where guys say, well, what are you bringing to the table? Love. Myself. Look at me. My skin is flawless. My hair is flowing. I'm gorgeous. I'm in shape. I'm fit. Think about it. Guys understand value. A man knows that even though a Toyota is reliable, you know what I mean? It doesn't have a lot of value. It doesn't have symbolic reference, right? Anybody can get a Toyota. But let's talk about a Bentley, honey. Men understand that when they want a Bentley, they have to qualify, have a certain income. They have to present themselves a certain way. This Bentley signifies to other people, especially men, that they have made it. Ladies, you are no different. You set a standard, and these men will adhere to that standard if you're depositing back into your life. The second one is you become a priority. If I'm putting myself first, why would I allow someone to put me last? You're not going to do that. You are teaching people how to treat you the way you're treating yourself. You are talking without talking. There is a phrase that if it's understood, it doesn't need to be spoken, right? And when someone tries to cut a monkey on you, you say, and you quickly dismiss yourself because you are a priority, right? There's no begging, there's no crying, there's no pleading. You don't become pick-me-ish, if you know what I mean. You set a standard, right? And a guy knows that if he wants to deal with you, that he has to adhere to that basic standard. And I really find out when you start identifying with this kind of stuff, it cuts out the bad behavior that a lot of men like to test you with. The third one is it allows you to stop wasting your time. Okay, ladies, so we know that time is not infinite. It's finite. We only have a certain amount of it or time to do certain things. Now, I know we're like, oh, 365 days a year is a lot of time. It is a lot of time, but it's not a lot of time when you're wasting time. So the thing is, when you stop wasting time, it allows you to figure out what's important and take massive action to get to it. For example, I talk about this all the time. When I realized that I had gotten extremely big, wow. I realized that when I had gotten very big, I had to prioritize, right? Or stop wasting time and figure out what was the quickest, fastest, most efficient way to lose weight, right? Ladies, when you realize that you only have a certain amount of time, you're going to think about what needs to be done, how fast you can do it, what's the best course of action, and taking that action. But when you're wasting time, you can't do that because you have so many other things on your plate that those things start sucking up your time, right? So ladies, when you start putting yourself first, you just stop wasting your time and you don't allow others to waste your time. The next thing is you weed out people and things that do not serve you. Okay. Ladies, a lot of us have a tendency to hold on to bad things, thinking that we can revert them into good things. No. If it's a bad thing, it's a bad thing. It's a bad thing. You loving it, watering it, being understanding to it, being accommodating does not make that bad thing a good thing. It makes that bad thing a worse thing, right? Ladies, we need to really stop allowing people to waste our time, and we start weeding out the things that do not serve us, right? Because we know that we deserve better. Listen, when you start putting yourself first, you're automatically saying to somebody like, listen, if you're going to waste my time, if you are going to be funny, if you are going to be on the fuckery or on the bullshit, excuse my French, then guess what? I don't have time for that. Let me go do something else. And you start prioritizing. And the guy that does want to be with you, or the relationship that is right for you, or the situation that is right for you, or the, what do I want to call it? The job or the opportunity that is right for you will show up, because it says that two things cannot occupy the same space. So when you get rid of the bullshit, everything else falls in line for you. It will automatically weed out things that do not serve you. Ladies, we have a lot of things in our lives that don't serve us. What are you doing? Like, what are we doing? Ladies, I can talk from experience. There were so many things in my life that I had that were not serving me any purpose. And it weighed me down. But once I took my attention off of those things that did not serve me, right? Initially, I stopped watering it. I started ignoring it. I didn't pay it any mind. I did not love it anymore. Eventually, it does what? It dies, right? It gets no attention. You ignore it. It dies. So guess what? Once that thing dies, something else new can be there. So ladies, please start putting yourself first. I want you to set a standard. I want you to prioritize. I want you to stop wasting time. And when you start putting yourself first, it allows you to weed out the things and the people that do not serve you. So I'm your girl, Nikki. click subscribe, like, notification, whatever that is, that stuff that you guys do. And I'm going to put my business contact information down as well. And I'm going to start writing little pamphlets and books, just little reminders and things like that to kind of help these ladies out, because it is imperative that you start living your best life now. Love yourself, take care of yourself, be there for yourself, start developing a plan. Make sure that you're attracting the best possible outcome. And that can only happen when you start investing in yourself instead of other people. So ladies, that's all that I have. I'm going to keep drinking my coffee and, come up with more material, because I really love you guys. And I want better for you, right? But you have to want better for yourself. So that is all I have. Bye.